Hello everyone. Welcome you all to the OBE orientation session. I am Assistant Professor Suma Merlin, OBE Coordinator from St. Francis de Sales College. In today's session, we will learn about an outcome-based education system. OBE was started in India by NAC in NBA for promoting global quality standard for technical education in India. Many of the higher education institutions shifted attention and efforts towards implementing the outcome-based education system. Even our St. Francis de Sales College predominantly focusing on outcome-based education system. Through this system, college and teachers they're able to frame a targeted aspirations by offering programs and also by teaching a courses. In order to achieve a set goals, a faculty may take up n number of role of an instructor, trainer, facilitator, and of mentor. Because OBE is clearly focusing and organizing everything in an educational system around, like what is essential for all students, and will students able to do successfully at the end of the learning experience. So this is a small introduction about an OBE. But before I orient in detail about an OBE, let us recall with the term education. According to Wikipedia, it is the process of learning in order to obtain of knowledge, skills, values, and efforts. In short form, KAB, that is knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors. In this context, there are two components. The first one is learning, the second one is acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, and efforts. For example, a student is going to opt BBA course. In all these 3 years, that's a process of the student is going to learn. It's a continuous process for in that 3 years, in that sixth semester, is going to learn. Why is going to learn? Why is going to study all those 6 subjects or 7 subjects? Because in order to acquire knowledge, attitude, and behavior from all those 3 years, that's the intention. So that's the main meaning of education. So here, with this explanation, which do you think it's a most important one or main component? Learning. If that continuous process does not implemented by student or does not taken serious by students, then there's no output, there's no knowledge, attitude, and behavior. Therefore, each and every day, whatever teacher teaches, whatever teacher gives an assignment, seminar, quizzes, this all is a continuous process. We need to take it up seriously and we have to work on, because we are measuring an output which is known as knowledge, attitude, and behavior, which is very much important in order to get success in the future. So in life, which is more important? So I'm going to ask some philosophical questions here. Whether journey or destination, playing well or winning, studying or giving exam, enjoying a storybook or finishing a storybook. Hope most of the students would have answered for these questions. The others may not understood why these questions have been asked. Anyway, in order to brief out, let me elaborate about the first question. Which is important, journey or destination? For example, if students need a mastery of specific skills and knowledge in mathematics, how his journey should move on? What all the things might involve in the journey of the student? So first one is interactive lectures. Because student need to get a mastery of specific skills and knowledge at the end of the BBA or at the end of the BCA or at the end of the BSc. It's called as program. So he needs to, his action should involve like interactive lectures. He should interact when teacher teaches in the class. Problem solving activities. He should get involved with all the activities which teachers, conducted, and group projects, etc. So this all the action which a student need to perform in his journey or in her journey. Next, the destination. So if the student takes very serious about his journey in all those 3 years, then how his destination is going to be framed? His destination will be, a student will be able to demonstrate mastery of algebraic equations, geometric concept, and statistical analysis. A student achieved a target. The target was mastery of specific skills and knowledge. So during his journey, that's what a continuous learning. It was a process, continuous process of learning. He has taken seriously, the student has taken very seriously, and he had learned all those 3 years. So that what happened at the end of the third year, he was able to achieve it. He was able to demonstrate the concepts and statistical analysis. So your student achieved the target. It's a main concept of OBE. Now let us discuss about program outcomes, which is also known as graduate attributes. Program outcomes are statements conveying the intent of a program of study. Specifically, program outcomes refers to what a student should know or be able to do at the end of a program. They are often seen as the knowledge and skills students will have obtained by the time they have received their intended degree. A program, what do you mean by program? Degree, engineering, college, I mean medical, this is all known as a program. It's all known as a program. So now you you all have opted degree courses now. It's not of engineering, it's not of medical, it's of degree courses. So that is known as a program. All this 3 years what you're going to learn, it's of 3 years course. So these are the following programs which was being framed by the university, Bangalore University, and was modified by our St. Francis de Sales College. So the intention of opting that degree program to you, at the end of the degree, that's 3 years or 4 years, students would able to practice all these things. So at the end of the year, he'll be able to perform all these things. He'll be able to obtain knowledge and skills thoroughly. So the first one is disciplinary knowledge. The second one is communication and interpersonal skills. The third one is student will be able to, critically think, and he'll be in a position to problem solving. That capabilities will be inculcated in the students. Teamwork and respect for diversity, and ICT, that's of technology, digital fluency, self-directed lifelong learning, moral and ethical awareness, and reasoning. So the each and every subject has been taught with this intention. At the end of the year, the student has to obtain all this knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors through learning the subjects, through performing activities, through taking up an assignment, through taking up an quizzes, through taking up a seminar. So all the CIA components, you have to take it very seriously, because there is an intention behind it. The intention is that all these 7 programs outcomes you people need to perform at the end of your degree. Next, we are going to discuss about program specific outcome. These are what the student should be able to do at the time of graduation. So first of all, what do you mean by program specific outcomes? We just glanced what is program outcome, that's of degree, right? And in degree, we have lot of options, right? Like BBA, BCom, BSc, BCA, MBA, MCom, MA. So we have many options. We have many program specific, right? So you might have chosen BBA now. Even in BBA, there are 2 programs, that is program BBA regular and BBA aviation. Now the students who opted regular BBA will get such a knowledge, right? We will be framed, we will frame certain program specific outcome. Like if students opt BBA regular, at the end or during the time of graduation, students will able to um, get involved with all these activities, and he'll be able to expertise in all those things. And if student opt aviation, then there are certain things, like for example, to cultivate leadership and decision making skills for success in aviation. In this, like at the time of graduation, students will be able to cultivate leadership. Through all the subjects, students will be able to cultivate leadership and decision making skills. Through that subject, students will be taught, and also activities, through internships, through industry, students will be able to take a decisions made based on the activities. Students will be able to take a decisions, and he'll be he'll be exposed in real life, that how he has to perform in aviation. Then HR, finance, and airline marketing, airline management roles. So these are specific outcomes which has been framed. For example, general, to gain professional skills and expertise in the area also of accounting, finance, taxation, key areas of commerce. It's almost related to commerce BBA. So students will be expertise in the areas of accounting, financing, taxation, and key areas of the commerce. These are the specific outcomes which has been written by written by the experts of that particular subject of particular program. Okay, so let us move with the course outcome. So before I explain course outcome, let us all us let all of us know what is course. The course, the meaning of course is subject. The meaning of course is subject. Here, COs has to be defined, by each and every course facilitators. For example, business mathematics has been taught by a teacher. Then we have 5 modules. That 5 modules have some intention to teach you. Like for example, for BBA students, if they're teaching business statistics, module 3, that is measure of central tendency. Now we have to frame course outcome through this module. What student is going to learn? How student is going to use in a business life? If at all, if he starts a business, how he's going to use it? How he's going to use mean, median, average in fixing of the salaries in order to promote the market, in order to promote the goods? How do you feel? So why it is important? So I need to teach to the students. We need to teach to the students by defining the course outcomes. Because business mathematics is of kindly related to, you know, the science students, but why it is involved with a business, and it is also named as business mathematics. Why it has to be named? Then which means it is somewhere related to the, it's completely related to business. The mathematics also related to the business. If you want to conduct a business, you need to know about the average, about mean, median, average, so that only you can conduct a business. If not, you are living in a world where we will be cheated by the people, right? So each and every module, each and every subject has been taught with course outcome. So that has to be defined by the subject matter expert, and that's supposed to be framed considering Bloom's taxonomy. Now, what do you mean by Bloom's taxonomy? Actually, we have 6 levels in the Bloom's taxonomy, and we have to start from the low level. The first level is remember, the second level is understand, the third level is apply, the fourth level is analyze, the fifth level is evaluate, the sixth level is create. On the right hand side, what all verbs you see, with this only we will frame a course outcome. I was just sharing you, each module has been taught with different perspective, with, yes, and with we have lot of motive behind it in teaching each and every module. And sometimes some module will give you only these levels, like remember level, understand level, and apply level. Some module may also teach you with other eye levels, that is analyze, evaluate, and create. Sometimes you do practical problems, you have to analyze it, you have to evaluate it, right? So sometimes, in business, when we ask you to create a project, we have to create a content. In that time, we are asking you to fetch a very high level. Some subjects gives you very high level of knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors. So, for example, so this is the course outcome of one subject. So first CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. This is all. This is the modules. So for example, if you take human resource management, the left side, what I mentioned, CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. That's model 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5. And this course outcome. So from that module 1, what will be the outcome of the students? If the students is going to read that first module, what is this outcome? If student is going to read the second chapter, what will be his outcome? If student is going to read a third module, what will be the student outcome? If student is going to fourth module, what will be the outcome of the fourth module? For example, the first module. If the student is going to learn HRM, the first chapter, he'll understand and remember the concept and meaning of HR concept and the meaning of HR analytics. He'll be able to understand and remember. He'll be able to understand and remember, which means that's of only 2 levels. Here you'll be learning only 2 levels. If you read the first chapter, you'll be able to understand only with 2 levels. You'll remember and you'll understand the meaning of HR. Second module, to understand and remember the induction, training, and compensate, create an outlet for induction program. So even in this module, you'll be learning about, you will just understand and remember. But what about the third module? When you learn a third module, you will be able to evaluate and analyze the needs of manpower requirements. when See, when you need to analyze a manpower requirement, when you need to hire a people, you need to analyze the manpower requirements. For that, you need to go with that fourth module, which means that's of level language, high level. So you will obtain high level of knowledge, attitudes, and behavior from learning that third module. Then fourth module, when you read a fourth module, you'll be able to create a strong performance appraisal evaluation sheet by evaluating and analyzing the nature of organization. So see here, the fourth module, you're able to evaluate a sheet by evaluating and analyzing the nature of the organization. So which is of the fifth level. The student will be able to get a knowledge and attitudes and behavior from the fifth level, which means it's a high level. The same. This is how this course outcomes will be carried on. Next, what is this PO and POSO? I was just explaining what is program outcome. If you pursue degree, what all the graduate attributes, the 7 graduate attributes, you will be obtaining with knowledge, attitudes, and behavior. PSO, program specific outcomes. So for even BCom as tourism and general, tourism students will get outcomes specifically, and general students will also get specific outcomes, but different outcomes, comparatively different outcomes. But on their own, they'll get a specific outcomes. So for example, now my CO's first module I had mapped with PO1 and PO4. PO1 and PO4, which mean student is able to get a disciplinary knowledge. If the students read the first module, he'll be able to get the disciplinary knowledge and also communication skills. So this is the main intention of it, mapping. Then Bloom's taxonomy, we were just explaining. See, when you read this course outcome itself, you understand which Bloom's taxonomy you used. Understand, remember, understand, and remember. In third, evaluate, you used. So evaluate means it's a fourth level. So when you evaluate, you need analysis and also you need apply. So you had added here 3 Bloom's taxonomy. When you want to create, you're actually opting for 3 Bloom's taxonomy, that is create, evaluate, and analyze. I hope you understood the terms with PO, PSO, CO, and Bloom's taxonomy. Conclusion to OBE. Actually, OBE is on measuring outcome. You're choosing degree. With degree, you're going to choose a BBA, aviation, and 3 years you're going to learn. And that 3 years you have 6 semesters. Each semester you're going to read 6 to 7 subjects, and each and every subject has been taught with lot of motive, with lot of aim, with lot of aspirations, considering PO, PSO, and Bloom's taxonomy, because it's all been framed with Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy means it is a classification of different objectives and skills that educators set for their students. So from this module, from the first module, student will be able to get understand and remember level. From third module, student will be able to get the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth level of knowledge, attitudes, and behavior. So you can also evaluate through conduct of activity. Many of the innovative activities conducted, because this teacher's intention is to bring the outcome within the student at the end of the year, or at the end of the course, or end of the program. So outcomes, mission and vision. Mission and vision. Based on the mission and vision of the college, the outcomes will be expected from the students. The same way PO and PSOs will be framed, and COs also will be framed by each and every faculty members. PO will be framed by the college, PSO will be framed by the head of the department, that is program in charges or deans. Course outcomes will be prepared by each and every faculty members. And when they prepare course outcomes, they need to plan now how I'm going to deliver my courses to students. So they will plan. Course plan will be prepared by each and every faculty members at the beginning of the semester, and that will be delivered to you. Firstly, they will plan how I am supposed to cover the syllabus, and how I'm going to teach. There is a lot of teaching methods with pedagogies. How they'll plan now, and how the students are going to learn through activities. How I'm going to set up my assessment. That might be of conducting anything like assigning of assignments like a review of literature, etc. and etc. And assessment evaluation. After that, assessment evaluation happens, right? And also students, teachers with the intention, with the motive of program and course, both of that, they'll assign you an assignment considering Bloom's taxonomy. So I hope you all are clear with PO, PSO, CO, and Bloom's taxonomy by the end of the session. Thank you all.